I think, Paul, secretly he's starting to like them now. I mean, he said they were very good on Saturday. And they were really good on Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, they're singing.
And I'll tell you what they dealt with well. That nutter getting up with the pineapple on his head.
Calvin Harris trying to cash in on their fame. You know, it always happens when you become famous. You have somebody else trying to latch on.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know who he is?
No, I haven't got a clue who he is.
And then, what about Sting slagging our show as well? That was pretty unfair.
Has he kicked
off?
Yeah,
he's been slagging off the show.
What does he know, eh?
Exactly. Sir Sting.
What has Sting ever done in the world of music?
Where's he ever got? Nowhere. Nowhere at all.
It makes me sick when some airhead like Sting... Has he ever written a song? Has he ever performed a song?
Saved the world.
How dare he criticise those two boys with their haircuts?
Exactly.
He's slagging the whole show.
He's
slagging the whole show. But anyway,
he is. But you know, people love it. You know, at the end of the day, people love it, don't they? And
it's the best show on the TV.
Now, Danny had to go a bit. By the way, I think Danny's looking fabulous.
Danny is playing a blinder this year. She works really hard.
She looks lovely.
She's very professional, and you know, she gives everything to the show. I have to say, everything.
Now, she didn't accuse it, but she said you cheated with the song.
Well, we have rules.
Well, it was a nice tea one, wasn't it?
We have a rule book.
I know you got a rule book. Where's your rule book, Louis? You've always talked about this rule book.
Yeah, Simon constantly breaks the rules. I mean, we had Big Band Week and he had Jamie singing a U2 song. So he always makes his own rules. You know, the rest of us stay within the rules. So I have a new rule book.
Now, according to what, there's a Sunday tabloid, and it said that the house where they all live is turning into Sodom and Gomorrah. Wait for it. They're texting each other. How shocking is that, Rob? Texting each other. And they're watching the porn channel, apparently.
I don't think they're watching any porn channel. No way.
And is it true Simon's going to get in a psychologist and a nanny for them?
For himself.
For himself,
yeah.
He's going to get some sort of wardening, isn't he, to run the house?
They don't need it. They're all adults.
I'll do it if you like. I'll knock them into shape. No, messy boss. Should have had to up bed at 9 o'clock, I tell you.
What age are they? What age are they?
The kids? The twins, they were 18 last week.
They're all babies.
Very young.
Yeah.
Very young.
That's what I mean about all the attention and how they cope with it, because it's going to turn your head.
And the thing is, when people used to boo them in the audience.
I think that's horrible.
I took offence to that.
How you can do that?
Is it freaking them out, Louis, all this attention they're getting? Because there's been some pretty horrible things said.
I think there's a lot of pressure on their parents, because the parents are very worried about it.
The parents must feel awful. You see your children like that, you'd want to go down and sort somebody out, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. I might do that yet.
Oh, Louis, I'll hold your coat. Would you say, Louis, that out of all the judges, you're not high maintenance at all?
Well,
I don't think you are.
I am. I'm probably the least high maintenance, because the others are getting their hair and their makeup done all day, you know? That's just Simon, you know? Hair, makeup, everything. It takes them hours. I mean, people watch the show to see what the girls are going to wear as well.
Yeah.
High shoes and lovely dresses.
And how white are Simon Cowell's teeth? I mean, they could have a Dulux colour chart just devoted. They're phenomenal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Wow! You can get snow blindness looking at those eyes.
Just really don't smile very often, though, is
he doesn't smile that often.
But,
you know, he's great fun, and I do trust his instinct most of the time. Not all the time, but usually he's right.
Yeah.
You know.
Really?
Well, yeah, usually he's right. He's not right all the time. He wasn't right about the boys, the two twins, but...
Because he hated them.
He hated them. He called them vile little creatures.
That's right.
How can you call two 17-year-old kids vile little creatures? He didn't know them that well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, this is getting very interesting, this. Now, do you know the established acts who've been on the show? They haven't done well, have they? They seem to be under a lot of pressure, I think. They come out and they
really?
Go, Whitney, I saw the Whitney Houston one. She was interesting, wasn't she?
Yeah, but she's had a tough time.
Oh, well,
she's been through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know, but it was an interesting performance, I thought.
It was interesting, and so was Britney. Britney, Robbie and Whitney were probably the most interesting. We've got Mariah Carey on next week.
Oh, right.
And Susan Boyle.
Yeah.
So, you know, that should be good.
Yeah. Are Boyzone going to perform at all on the show, do you think?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How's things there? Listen, I was really sorry about Stephen,
I know. It was a real shock for everybody.
It was dreadful.
It was the shock more than anything. He was only 33,
I know.
you know?
I couldn't believe it. And I'd only seen them at the Pride of Britain Awards.
I know. I was there on the Monday with them,
yeah.
and we never laughed more. Stephen was really special. He was a really good kid, you know?
He was a really happy kid,
He was a really nice kid, and, you know, it was unfair.
I was Ronan, because I know...
All the band. They were all his best friends, not just Ronan. All of them. You know, Shane, Mikey, Keith. They were his best friends in the world, and his poor family and his partner, Andrew.
Can't bear it.
I don't think it's really sunk in yet.
No. I felt really sorry for Andrew, because he seemed to be pushed to the side, I felt. You know, by the press and all that. They'd, like,
Yeah, well, he's the person that has to go home to the empty house,
That's
you know.
right.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
People forget about that.
Yeah.
And his mother and father and his sister Michelle and stuff, you know. It's a real reality check, Paul, for everybody.
You tell him, mate.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you know what annoyed me? Some of the remarks in the papers, I was flaming. One journalist said, healthy 33-year-olds don't go to bed in the pyjamas and die. I thought...
And did you see the state of her?
Oh, please.
Jan Moore.
Exactly. But you know what got me? Seriously, there's a charity for, basically, for young men and young women who do just that, go to bed, and a sudden death syndrome and don't wake up. And I thought it was silly of her to make remarks like that.
He was a spectacular piece of journalism.
Very tactful.
You mean wrong? It was a wrong.
Yeah. I mean,
it was insensitive. It was wrong.
Unbelievably
and it was unfair.
Yeah,
So
it was. And I felt for his family when I read that.
Totally, because they had to read it. They had to live with the Paul.
Just disgusting.
And it was just insensitive and bad timing.
Yeah. Well, listen, he's waving his arm, so as Andy Pandy said, it means time to go home.
What is it?
Shall I do my song now? Is that the cue for me to do my song now?
We've got to get in the basket first and do the... Andy is
I'll do the song after that. Okay.
Louis, listen, when's Westlife's new album
It's
out?
out next week. It's their 10th album. They're going fantastic. Yeah. They're the best boys in the world to work with.
They're another gang of nice lads.
They are the best, Paul.
Well, Louis, listen, good luck with your twins, the Gemini twins.
I need votes. I need votes. Yeah. Help me.
Come on, let's hear it, folks. Louis Walsh. A big thank you to my guests, Mr. Louis Walsh, to Rob Brydon, and James Wong.